Everything we use today in the world now is a computer.
Today we're at the beginning of a movement with big data.
Power is the primary concern in data centers.
I do think that the modern IT, the modern data center, is at an inflection point right now. Data centers are getting bigger and bigger. The amount of data that companies are creating and serving is growing larger and larger. Data center efficiency is a critical point, because the fact is that companies will spend far more on powering up and managing a system over time than they will on what it costs to actually buy the system in the first place.
Our society is generating data at phenomenal rates. We pioneered thinking about servers holistically. Our technology allows us to take a motherboard that used to be this big and turn it into something the size of a business card. It allowed us to remove the vast majority of the components, reducing cost, reducing power. The need for power-efficient compute, space-efficient compute, more bandwidth, and more storage is distributed from small and medium-sized guys all the way to the very largest of internet brands. We count among our customers members of each of those groups. At SeaMicro, we took a very unusual approach to innovation for a server vendor. We developed a chip, and it had been more than 30 years since a server vendor had developed a chip. We hired software guys, we hired board and system guys. We were based in the US. We did our manufacturing in the US. And we did these things that were counter to the received wisdom of how you build a server company. And they paid off for us in spades.
So there's an explosion of data happening in the world today, and it's only increasing. The number of mobile phones is increasing. The number of different types of systems that are generating data is increasing.
The biggest challenge right now is everybody wants data from everywhere all the time, and there's an insatiable demand for this.
And our ability to harness that data, begin to understand what's there and use it to our advantage, not only helps people, but also helps businesses.
What it boils down to is really space and power become the two limiting factors in how people can solve these problems.
The SeaMicro AMD story has been one of shared vision, a shared desire to transform a large, mature market with best-in-class technology. We've been able to have the best of both worlds, to maintain a startup culture, to have the resources and global presence of a large company. We've been able to get access to a group of customers that were foreclosed to us in the past, at the largest of enterprises. It's been an extremely beneficial relationship so far. Today we're introducing a revolutionary technology. A technology that will transform the $50 billion server market. What we saw was an opportunity to use some of the same technology that we'd invented and underpin those advantages and extend their benefit to a new domain, to the domain of storage. It's just begun, and we look forward to a wild ride.